I'm very, very happy to introduce the NASA Musical Outreach Program.
Oh, man. Your car's wrong with it.
Yeah.
You have a microphone. No. I feel like I'm getting the short end of the stick here. Testing. Testing.
Hello. There we are.
I can already tell you mine's hot. I can tell when I moved it. Hi! How are you guys? Good enough?
Okay.
All right. Oh! I brought my set list. That's 4 songs.
All right. You all got your bass up? All right, let's do this.
Ready to rock. Intergalactic, planetary, planetary, intergalactic, intergalactic, planetary, planetary, intergalactic, intergalactic, planetary, planetary, intergalactic, dimension, dimension, dimension. Don't you tell me to smile. You stick around, make it worth your while. From the Hudson River out to the Nile, I run the marathon to the very last mile. And if you want to battle me, you're in denial. I'll stir fry you in a walk. Galactic, galactic.
Jazz and AWOL, that's our team. To the party, disrupt the whole scene. When it comes to beats, well, I'm a fiend. I like my sugar with coffee and cream. Keep it going, keep it going, keep it going, full steam. Sweet pea, sour, and nice to be mean. I'm a tough guy style, I'm not too keen. Try to change the world, I'm gonna rap and scheme. When it comes to envy, y'all is green. Jealous of the rhyme and the rhyme routine. Another dimension, new galaxy. Intergalactic, planetary,
Galactic, galactic, galactic.
I am known to do hoo-wah, also known for the Flintstone flavo. Tammy Key getting fins on the crop. Beastie Boys known to let the beat.
Drop, drop. Did you drop something? Would you pick it up? Would you? Would you please? Don't bitter.
If you try to knock me, you'll get mocked. I'll stir fry you in my wok. Your knees start shaking and your fingers pop like a pinch from the neck from me. So awesome. Mr. Spock,
Galactic,
galactic. My Hubble, my Hubble, my Hubble, my Hubble. My lovely Mac butt bubble. Check it out. That sounds good. That sounds
I
great.
think that was great. I told you this was going to work out just fine.
Yeah, it's a hot room. It's a hot room.
This is a different crowd than what we normally play. I'm not going to lie to you.
We've been doing a lot of school assemblies.
A lot of libraries.
One prison in Oklahoma. They were nice.
They were really appreciative too, because you don't think that prisoners really think about space, because you think that they'd be focused on just getting out of prison. But it seems that they have a lot of time.
Great questions.
Yeah.
Great Q&A session.
Deep questions. We'll get to that.
We are the new NASA Musical Outreach Program. I'm Lawrence. This is my cohort, Carl.
Hi.
So yeah, we're part of the ground crew at NASA for a few years. But budget cuts.
Yeah.
Thank you, John Boehner. We are out on the road. So
Cutting the shuttle program, and there's just not much left to guide back into ground. So here we are.
except for maybe Charlie Sheen.
Oh, I don't get tired of Charlie Sheen.
I'm the goof troopy up here.
This one, you gotta watch out for him, because he's trouble.
But our mission is to entertain, delight, rock your socks off.
But mostly to
educate, clear up misconceptions.
Clarify?
Well, sure. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say educate, and then I thought you were.
I was going to say clear up misconceptions about space.
No, that's wrong.
Okay.
I guess ultimately it's right. But yeah, educate, clear up misconceptions about space travel.
There's a lot of bad information out there, and
yeah,
we're just gonna, let you guys know sort of what a day in the life would be.
Mm-hmm.
But we're not gonna play day in the life. We're gonna play a different tune that maybe you know. Ground control to Major Tom. Ground control to Major Tom. I gotta stop there. I'd like to go on, but if you hear a voice in your headset right before countdown, it's ground control.
It's always us.
It's a closed circuit.
Yeah, it's not a ham radio. You can't get a license.
Really don't have to say that every time. It's just, it's like, hey, Mitch, it's me.
Yeah, it's Carl. I would like you to stop doing whatever it is you're doing.
Which is what we're usually saying to them.
Yeah, just stop it.
Don't touch anything.
Yeah, so I mean, issue number 2, I know you don't like.
Oh.
There's no rank in space.
No, there's no space rank.
There's no majors. There's a guy who's in charge of the bay doors. So
coming in loud and clear, Corporal Tomlinson.
Yeah,
everyone has a specified job. If you don't do it, you all die. So, no need for
We're
rank.
not coming to get you, and you can dial 911 on that fake telephone all you want. No ambulance is coming.
All right, well, let's get back to it. The ground control to Major Tom. Take your protein pill and put your helmet on. This is the one way that this song is actually ahead of its time. Protein pills, that's brilliant.
Yeah.
I don't know why we haven't thought of that.
Well, we've actually tried.
Well,
but
they're poisonous.
It wasn't so much poisonous as that some reason you press soy to such a high density when you introduce water.
Your stomach explodes, like a rice to pigeon.
Yeah. It's really painful too. So
we've just been feeding them lasagna before we send them up, and it's a mess.
Yeah, and the helmet thing too. Let's not forget that. Put your helmet on.
You would have been dressed 8 hours beforehand.
And you would not have put your own helmet on. We would never entrust an astronaut with
to do any
complicated process.
Don't touch.
Yeah, just keep your hands to yourself. It's a lot of that. That's a lot of what we do with astronauts. Anyway.
Ground control to Major Tom. Check ignition. This is a Prius. And may God's love be with you. This is Major Tom to ground control. I'm stepping through the door. And I'm floating in a most peculiar way. And the stars look very different today. Where are we now? For here, everyone's favorite part. Am I sitting in a tin can? Far above the world. Planet Earth is blue and there's nothing I can do. This is Major Tom to ground control. I'm feeling very still. And I think my spaceship knows which way to go. I never make it past that.
Mr. Bowley's got a sense of humor, or he's just
entirely... spaceship knows which... It does.
Yeah.
There are 400 of us on the ground controlling its every move. It knows which way to go.
Maximum 7 people in the shuttle. So, I mean, really, when you... Who knows the directions? Is it the 7 people in the... No, it's the 400 of us on the ground.
We put placebo, because sometimes they freak out. They get cabin fever, and
it gives them something to do.
But I mean, astronauts are...
They're floating petri dishes.
They're 2 people in a compartment over just gas tanks.
Yeah.
It's insane to be where they are. So we put placebo controls in there. I
hot glued a Sega Genesis controller. You can actually, if you look closely, you can see the bead of hot glue around the base of the controller. And the
we didn't remove the word Sega.
It's still on there. And they tug at it. 2 missions ago, the navigator pulled it off, and we got called immediately. And he
Terrified. Video astronauts just screaming.
And he
we thought,
shook it. Shook it in the camera, and we just laughed and laughed.
Well, we tried to calm them down. We said, "Oh, we'll try for the first time to control it from the ground." Oh, we got it under control.
It was tense for them. We did a lot of this where we covered our mouths and said, "Oh no, it's gonna be fine." I mean, ultimately we didn't know. I mean, we didn't know if they were really gonna make it back.
We never do.
Now, one real quick point. When I took my NASA entrance exam, it's much like the post office that way. I wanted to be an astronaut from the time I was a child. And I went and I took my NASA postal exam thing, equivalent. And they pulled me aside and they said, "You, with your scores, we can't afford to send you into space. We're gonna send a varsity athlete into space."
Most of the people on the ship won a contest at the mall.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. Yeah. You don't want the cream of the crop riding 6 tons of rocket fuel out of the... It's just not wise. No. Basic cost-benefit, kind of like...
Little known fact, since we're clearing misconceptions, no one who's ever been into space and to this point has died.
Never. Not a one.
The radiation perfectly preserves their organs.
Yeah. Actually, let me correct that, because there have been some that have died, because suicide...
Oh, through the roof. Yeah. And John Glenn, autoerotic asphyxiation, but that was unfortunate. None of them have died of natural causes.
Yeah. Well, that one was actually in a display space capsule at the Smithsonian in Washington, D.C. He climbed over the rope and climbed into the capsule, and
is that right?
Just went to town. It was... I was in Washington and they called us. They had us come over and because they didn't know how to get the capsule open.
And we give him a hero's funeral.
That's not the kind of scene you want to see. Well, space.
Let me sing my song, the song that I wrote. This is one of my favorite,
You should do your song.
absolute favorite subjects when it comes to space.
This is beautiful.
Approaching the event horizon, my little dog and I, the infinite regress there before my eye. I rub his furry torso and he barks a happy sigh. The passing of time before our eyes.
Think about it.
Approaching the event horizon, we're yearning to be there. The end of this dimension, the end of now and where. My puppy laughs gleefully and jumps out overjoyed. I jump after him into the void. Approaching the land horizon, getting to the end. I reach after my puppy, hand, more hand. I turn look behind me and see me standing there. If I'm behind myself, then where am I? Oh shit, what have I done? Stuck inside this moment, stuck inside this song. no time before.
And that's exactly...
Black hole suck. Thanks.
And that's exactly what a song sounds like.
Yeah.
You're getting sucked. And
We sent Cat Stevens out to the event horizon, and that's just what we heard radioed back.
you sent him is on my ass. That's what I said. As
Yeah.
he was waving through the window.
Yeah.
I said, see you later, Yusef.
Bye, buddy. A lot of people don't know this. They think of NASA as a scientific community, which it is partly. But it was founded as a fundamentalist Christian society.
Actually, to search for God.
Yeah.
To
And,
physically go out and look for Christ.
And we're still looking.
And I am absolutely confident that someday we will find
He's just
Jesus.
testing our
Christ.
faith.
And he's hiding behind the cloud. That's what I keep telling all the astronauts. I say, you go by.
Check that nebula.
Yeah.
Keep looking.
He's in there.
Yeah. Let's do your song.
Oh, yeah, we switch sides. Switch sides.
Yeah.
Why not? This is the guitar mic. Tell you the truth, I don't get to play guitar a whole lot, especially in front of people.
Well, our biggest, we're gonna wrap it up. This is gonna be our last song, and maybe if there's time, take a Q&A, because I know you guys have learned a lot. But this is our biggest public service. A lot of people love space, and the biggest thing that we came here to tell you about today is just that, when you're approaching astronauts and you see them, well, there's a difference. They're not all the same.
No, they're not.
And
Not a single one.
And there's there's Buzz Aldrin, which we've worked for. I've worked with him for about 8 years.
A true gentleman.
Yeah, hero. And you're welcome to let your children go up and meet him. He'll be happy to talk.
He's like a statue. He'll let him climb all over. It doesn't matter. But he's just
one man, and he's one man. And there's another side to every coin, and that side is Neil Armstrong.
Yeah.
Who's a total asshole.
He is. It's true. Do not. And we are serious about this. You know, as I said, we are here to educate. Yeah, and that is the one thing that I really want to impart to this crowd today. Don't make eye contact with him. If we can keep one person from approaching Neil Armstrong, then we've done our job. You know, don't make any kind of aggressive posturing.
And let us explain. Gerald Ford made a foolish mistake, and
One of many.
And granted Neil Armstrong full diplomatic immunity from anything he may do ever. And he's just got the town.
Yeah. He's got carte blanche. He can just do whatever.
Well, let's sing a song about it.
Neil Armstrong is a cunt. A blight on this country. Neil Armstrong is a bastard. It's true.
Let's speed it up a little bit. Neil Armstrong is personally responsible for Sarajevo.
It's true.
I want to switch back.
Just hit the light.
Sorry.
You did it, Mike. This is for.
Yeah, the rhythm wrong.
You can blame it on me and don't make me bring up Kansas.
Neil Armstrong. Here we are. This is it.
Now you got it right
Neil
now?
Armstrong is personally responsible for Sarajevo.
You don't remember this song?
Nope.
Bit, do you?
No. He gave Cameron D his herpes.
was sorry. Kind of a jerk. Neil Armstrong's a cunt.
A light on our country. Neil Armstrong's a total bastard.
And
And puts national security.
Sometimes I feel like you don't take this seriously.
Just your song. You sing your verse.
Neil Armstrong went to the Humane Society and adopted 77 puppies. He went out the next day and he drowned them all in the lake.
Neil Armstrong recorded over my Phil Collins tape. He sent it back to me. All he said in slow motion was, fuck you, I'm gonna kill you.
Neil Armstrong's a light on our country.
Neil Armstrong's a total bastard
And a threat
to national security.
You don't even know what part we wrote. Neil Armstrong ate my aunt right after she had died. And it was really sad because he waited till we were at her bedside.
Neil Armstrong stood behind my mother when she came to visit me at NASA. And he just stood behind her and put his fingers to his nose and just sniffed and stared at me.
That was insensitive. I mean, really insensitive. Considering your father just died.
Neil Armstrong's a cunt.
A threat to our country. Neil Armstrong's a total bastard and a threat to national security.
Thanks. What's our time? Should we take a question or two, JC?
About NASA, but don't get outside the realm, you know.
Okay, yeah, we'll take a question on all you've learned.
Yeah. Let's not get into personal stuff, though. I want to keep it about business tonight. Sometimes that happens.
Yeah, right there.
Your feelings on Neil Armstrong are clear.
These aren't feelings, sir. This is a list of facts, actually. That song is
Buzz Aldrin.
Buzz Aldrin is a gentleman and a human being. Although he has obtained some supernatural powers from traveling through so much radiation.
His toes regenerate like an octopus.
Yeah, and he's got rows after rows of teeth. I've punched him at the mouth at his own request.
He'll do it. He'll do it as a trick for kids.
Yeah, he swallowed his whole front row of teeth and just, showed me the holes and then smiled and sucked on his teeth a little bit. And there was a new set.
Yeah.
It was terrifying, but he's such a nice guy. What are you gonna do? I mean, it's like seeing the Andy Griffith in your town with a gun. He's the sheriff. He's okay.
Were there any other questions on what you learned?
One more.
Yeah.
Great.
There's one right out there, sir. You had your hand up.
Fantastic. Yeah, go ahead.
Whatever happened to Tang?
Tank's still around. Oh, Tank's hot as ever.
But we've been sending Four Loko up with them because it can also be a fuel source.
Yeah, it was my request too. We said we don't know what to do with you guys, and they said Four Loko is fine.
Thanks, you guys.
Thank you so much.